My stepmother threw away my childhood photos, so I accidentally donated her wedding dress to charity. I lost my mom when I was 12. She was the glue of our family, the one who made sure birthdays were special, who remembered every little thing I loved, who took the time to document my childhood in photos, scrapbooks, and memory boxes. When she passed, those photos became all I had left of her. They weren't just pictures. They were my proof that she existed, that she loved me, that I had a mother who cared. 2 years later, my dad remarried. Enter Kathy, not her real name. From day one, Kathy made it clear I wasn't her priority. She had 2 kids of her own, both younger than me, and she played the part of doting mother with them while treating me like the unwanted stepchild. It wasn't just little things like excluding me from shopping trips or forgetting to call me to dinner. It was constant digs at my relationship with my mom. When I'd bring up a memory, she'd say things like, "You need to stop living in the past. It's unhealthy." Or if I got emotional around my mom's anniversary, she'd roll her eyes and say, "She's been gone for years. When are you going to grow up?" Still, I tried to keep the peace for my dad's sake. I stayed out of her way, helped around the house, and kept my mom's things neatly stored in my room. Most of my mom's keepsakes were just old photos, letters, and trinkets. Nothing valuable to anyone but me. Then one weekend, while I was at a friend's, Kathy decided to deep clean. When I came home, I noticed boxes missing from my closet. Panicked, I asked her where they were. She barely looked up from her magazine and said, "Oh, those dusty old things?" I threw them out. They were taking up space. I froze. I asked if she meant the boxes with my mom's photos, the only copies I had. She dared to smirk and say, "You're better off without that junk. You need to focus on this family now." I ran outside to the trash bins, but it was too late. The garbage truck had already come. My entire childhood, gone. Pictures of my first birthday, school plays, and holidays with my mom, all gone because Kathy decided they were clutter. When I broke down crying, she gaslit me. "You're being dramatic. They were just photos. Normal people don't obsess over dead relatives." Even my dad, who knew how much those photos meant to me, didn't defend me. He just said, "What's done is done. Don't make this a bigger deal than it is." I can't describe the rage I felt. It wasn't just about the photos. It was the years of subtle cruelty, the dismissive remarks, the way she tried to erase my mom from my life. I started watching her. Kathy was obsessed with her wedding dress. She kept it in a big garment bag in the guest room closet, constantly talking about how she was saving it for her daughter. She'd unzip the bag sometimes just to look at it, sighing dramatically about how beautiful she looked on her special day. One afternoon, a local charity was collecting donations from the neighborhood. Kathy had left a pile of clothes and boxes by the door to be picked up, and right there, hanging in the guest room closet, was her precious wedding dress. I wish I could say it was a spur-of-the-moment decision, but it wasn't. I thought about those boxes of photos, about her smug face telling me to move on, about how she stole the last tangible pieces of my mom from me. So yes, I took that dress, zipped it up in the garment bag, and added it neatly to the donation pile. When the charity truck came, I helped them load everything, smiling the entire time. A week later, chaos. Kathy tore through the house screaming about her missing wedding dress. She accused everyone, even her own kids, of touching it. I played dumb. "Oh no, maybe it got mixed up with the donation stuff?" She looked horrified. When she called the charity to ask about it, they told her it had already been sold at one of their events. The meltdown that followed was almost cartoonish. She cried, yelled, accused my dad of not taking her seriously, and kept saying things like, "That dress was supposed to be my daughter's legacy." The irony wasn't lost on me. She cared more about the dress she wore once than about the fact that she destroyed every photo I had of my actual mother. For weeks, she sulked around the house, slamming doors and muttering about how some people don't respect boundaries. I wanted to laugh every time I heard it. This is from the woman who threw away my mother's memory without blinking. She suspected me, of course, but with no evidence, she had to swallow it. I just kept my face neutral and said things like, "Wow, what a terrible accident." Do I feel guilty? Not even a little. Her wedding dress was just fabric. My childhood photos were irreplaceable. She treated my grief like trash, so I made sure she knew what it felt like to lose something sentimental. My dad has been trying to smooth things over, saying the dress was expensive and I should show more sympathy. I told him flat out, "Where was your sympathy when she threw away mom's photos?" He didn't have an answer.